In the immortal words of John Bond, we're halfway there.
Barkley belt, burning steel and fuel, turning rust to power, that's the golden rule. Barkley belt, we're tearing down the line, full throttle, hearts in overdrive.
Welcome back out to the garage, guys. We're back on the Deathtrap again today, of course. I am starting with supports for the exhaust because, you know, all that weight hanging off that manifold kind of creates a little bit of stress, especially when stuff gets hot or we're going over bumps, things are going to crack. I dug through my pile of scraps and picked out the nicest selection of recycled steel, and we're going to come up with a plan to support the muffler to the turbo, well, to the base flange of the turbo, and then a way to support the downpipe from the manifold to the turbo, and we're going to support it all back to the transmission because I got 3 really easy to use holes for mounting. So if you look down in here at the side of the transmission, I have 3 bolt holes in a nice triangular pattern that give me a solid mounting point that flexes with the engine. Because there's no flex pipe anywhere in this system, I can't rigidly mount it to the body or the frame because this engine flexes far more than it should. So the plan is I will do a brace off the turbo flange down to the muffler to hold the muffler to the turbo base flange. And then, as you can see, there's a lot of flex there. Then we'll come off the bottom of the pipe here or off the flange back to the side of the transmission, and we will do our best to make a secure mount to keep everything supported. So first things first, I found a rod from something, I have no idea what. I bent the ends of it so it kind of fits around my end of my muffler, and I can mount it to that base of that flange. Then I'm just taking a scrap piece of steel. I'm going to weld it like that as a triangular brace. I'll cut off the excess, clean it up, and then we will mount this onto the muffler, and then we may or may not make a second strut coming off it. I'll get this quick welded up and we can grind it up and test fit it in the car. No, I'm not going to TIG weld this today because, you know, it's just not necessary, number one, and number two, the MIG is much, much quicker. Got the backside welded heavily. Of course, I'm going to grind a lot of that off, but it's held in place now. So I will put some welds on the inside and we'll be good to go. Now, of course, I don't need to weld along the whole thing because it's just not necessary. So now I'll grab the grinder, I'll cut that off, and I will clean it up. Okay, it's all welded and it's all ground down enough that it's not horrible. Is it perfect? No, but it's pretty good, especially for me. So let's get this bolted to the side of the turbo and we'll see how it looks. I got it welded to the side of the muffler down there. I did blow through in one spot, so I just slowly built it back up all the way around and continued on. It's plenty strong. So now the real challenge is figuring out how I'm going to brace the rest of the system down to the transmission. So this is the part of car fabrication that no one really shows you. This really ugly bracket that for some reason would not weld for me, so it looks like a chicken literally did its business. This bracket is like an hour and a half of planning and digging through stuff, and I don't even know if it's going to be enough. But I got a piece of round tubing from the top of the pipe here down to a piece of plate I cut down. And then I have a chunk of angle iron from there to the bottom of the pipe farther down. And I'm hoping that bolted to that transmission will be enough. I also added a second brace on this rear mount just because I don't trust anything ever. That's why this car is entirely overbuilt. Josh and I have zero faith in anything. Well, I got the hole drilled for the O2 sensor bung. So let's see if my skills magically improved overnight. I have my doubts. That was horrible. Absolutely effing horrible. You know what we're not gonna do? TIG it. Just gonna make the SOB, move on with our day. Okay, I am so glad I am done that battle of building this bracket and welding it on. It was a fight. I had some impurities down at the bottom when I was trying to weld. It made a mess. I ended up making welds this wide to cover it up and make sure it's strong, but I'm pretty sure now I could stand on that and it's not going anywhere. So now we'll hang the turbo again and we'll put the muffler back in and we should be able to see the finished product. And no, it's not pretty. Yes, it's extremely overkill, but I'd rather be safe than sorry because this car has been a fight the entire time we've had it. So I'm just trying to avoid a battle. It looks like a lot of room in there until you start putting all the pieces in. I did get the O2 sensor bung welded in. That was a complete battle. I don't know what the problem was, but it did not want to weld. It was just a nightmare of a job pretty much the entire time. But I persevered and I got it done, much to my own chagrin. Okay, tip this where I want it now. And that's pretty close. Snug that. Let's get this bolt in now. So those braces might not look fantastic, but they definitely should be giving a lot more structure to this car. I don't see things flexing anymore. I see the engine mounts moving. I am very happy with how strong they turned out. I'm slightly less happy with how they look. Well, there you go. That's exactly how you can make your semi-passable looking exhaust system very ugly, but very strong. Next step, I think we got to start doing the oiling system. And you'll have to wait for next week for that, guys. I'm still waiting on parts, and I'm still trying to think out how I'm going to do this. So I'll catch you next week, and we'll get right back on the old Deathtrap.